Well, hello everyone and welcome. I'm Kareth and I have another meal in a jar recipe for you today. This one I'm calling my Christmas morning breakfast bake. Not only does it have the beautiful red and green colors of Christmas, but it's also so simple to prepare. I think it makes it perfect for Christmas morning. All you have to do to this one is add water, stir, let it sit while your oven preheats, and then let it bake for 30 minutes. It could not be simpler. And there's plenty of time for you to do other things like, open Christmas presents or spend time with your family or drink a cup of coffee or whatever it is you want to do. So let's get started. You're going to start with a quart-sized jar. This recipe is going to yield at least 4 servings. We got 6 servings out of it. And into the bottom of your jar, you'll put a cup of our scrambled egg mix and then a cup of our sausage crumbles that I pulsed in the blender. That will help the sausage hydrate in time. And then some of our potato dices and our cheese, followed by some powders that will help to make this casserole so rich and delicious. The instant milk, when you add the water to it, it will turn that into milk, and so it will make your eggs nice and fluffy. And then of course we'll have the sour cream powder, the butter powder, and the cheese sauce is going to make this extra cheesy and delicious. I've got 1/3 cup of our green chili peppers, and then those red bell peppers that are just so pretty. I broke those up just a little bit to make them a little bit more bite size. Some green onions help to round out that flavor. And then I just have some really nice seasonings here. I like to add dry mustard to anything I put cheese into because it just brings out the flavor of the cheese. Our chef's choice is a great choice because it's an all-purpose seasoning. A little bit of red pepper flake. It's not going to make it spicy, but it will bring a little bit of heat in the background just to round out that flavor. Of course, you can add an oxygen absorber if you're going to store this for the long term. And this is what you would store on your pantry shelf. It is so pretty. Just look at those layers. Isn't that pretty? And of course, you could make several of these at once. If this is a recipe that you enjoy, I suggest trying it first. And if you like it, you can make up several of these because really it's perfect for a weekend breakfast or just any time you want something that's delicious and no fuss. And also, it's great reheated. When you're ready to prepare it, all you really need to do is get out a large bowl and then empty the contents of your jar into the bowl and add water. Of course, you could cut this recipe in half and bake it up in a smaller casserole dish if you didn't have as many mouths to feed, but it really is wonderful left over. So as you stir this, you'll see that some of the sauce powders tend to clump up on you, but don't worry about that. Just be patient with it. If you see a little clump of sauce powder, just kind of smush it against the side of the bowl because you want to get rid of those if you can find them. And that way it'll bake up a little smoother. And you do need to let this sit, like I mentioned. It'll refresh the ingredients and make sure the sausage and the potatoes are nice and hydrated. And you can just preheat your oven while this is resting. You'll need to butter a casserole dish. Mine was about an 8x10 dish, but of course you don't have to do butter. You could spray that with cooking spray if you prefer. I like the butter just because it helps to add some flavor and it gives a nice crispy edge to it. And once your oven is preheated and you get that in your casserole dish, then you just are going to put that in your oven and bake it at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. My casserole baked the entire 30 minutes. And this is what it looked like when it came out. It was so beautiful, nice and bubbly. And I had a couple of mountains. I guess my eggs poofed up a little bit in mountains. I don't know why the whole thing didn't poof up, but it was just a couple of peaks today. And then I cut that up into 8 slices. Of course, you could dish it however you like to dish that up. But see how beautiful it is? Y'all, it's so pretty. And the eggs are nice and soft. 30 minutes was perfect in my oven. And just see how pretty that is? I kind of stacked it up there to show you just how thick it gets. It's tender and the eggs are so lovely. But isn't that pretty? The red and the green, and of course the yellow from the cheese. But yeah, it baked up beautifully, and oh my word, it is so tasty. I think y'all are gonna really like this one. Just look how tender that is. And you can see the potatoes and the sausage, the green onion and the green chili peppers, that melted cheese. Yeah, this is a winner of a recipe. And I'm telling you what, it couldn't be easier. It's so simple. Okay, guys, I hope you give this a try. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Anytime you like or comment on my video, it really helps YouTube to know that you're enjoying my content, and they will offer it to other people who might not know about my channel yet. I will include my recipe and my shopping link in the video description below. Thank y'all so much for watching. And until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.